Welcome to Reunite with Self Podcast. I'm your host, Ruken. Here, we will be discovering and unraveling what is truly holding you back. We will put the puzzle together and give you clarity on how and what you can do to create massive shift in your life so you start creating the life you always envisioned for yourself. There is no more waiting. Whether it is liberating from dysfunctional family patterns or parenting tools and tips that actually make the difference, we will be diving into the truth and core of things that are simple and which yet no one talks about. I will be sharing with you all the things that would have changed my life massively if I heard any one of these episodes. A new world is awakening, and true bliss, harmony, and peace is possible on this earth. And my mission is to bring you closer to that, one step at a time. In this safe space, I will hold your hand and give you courage and certainty that you can shift anything and everything in your life. It is time we break the pattern. Whether you want to be the parent you never had or make a shift in your life so you don't play small any longer, you will find the support and guidance in this space. My intention is for you to find answers within yourself while you listen to this podcast, so you feel the bliss of reuniting with your true essence, with self, with so much love and compassion and courage. From my heart to yours, let's keep it rockin'. My gorgeous listener, welcome to another episode on Reunite with Self. I am so happy that you are here. This episode is coming to you a little bit later in the day. Usually I post them in the morning, and this time it's going to be live at night. Maybe you haven't even noticed, but I just wanted to tell you that I'm here. So we're going to do step 6 of the 12-step journey of making it happen today. I might sound like I am sick or something. I'm not sick at all. For some reason, whenever I sit down to record the podcast, I have my allergies on. I'm guessing it's because of the stuff that we talk about, or maybe it's just that, I'm in my office talking to a microphone when I'm recording the podcast. So that's when I realized that I sound like this. Okay. So today's episode is again so relevant to what's going on in my life. It's always divine timing. So I know that you will get something out of this episode for sure. I'm resonating with it so much right now, and I will get something out of it too as we discuss and explore this. So the 6th step that you will be applying all throughout this journey of making anything happen, just like creating your incredible life, your journey of self-actualization, making anything small or anything big in your life, you're going to need this step, this tool, this practice for sure. So step 6 is about why are you committed to this? Whatever it is that you're going through or we're thinking of, why are you committed to this? I always talk about, a line in the sand moment when you change your life or you change something about your life, and it's like before and after. The reason that you have that line in the sand is because you decide to make a change. And that decision means that you cut off anything that's not it. So it's not, what would I call this? You are not keeping the other options open. So you are committed to one thing that you're going for, and you cut off any other option. And so you show the universe that you're really committed to this path, and no matter what it takes, you're going to be on the path. You're going to do and be all the things that necessary, whatever comes your way. And so this step is so crucial in this, because what drives us are not our goals. Our goals do not drive us. Our reasons drive us. So your reasons drive you, not your goals. When you feel defeated, when you feel like, when you fall, when you have a big challenge, when something comes up unexpected, the thing that will keep you on the path and create solutions is not your goals. Because you might give up on your goals. You might say, I'm not that worthy. Maybe this is not supposed to happen. Or, I have to focus on something else. Oh, I have this other thing I can focus on. Or, this is all there is for me. And you might find like excuses to give up or change course, or, like stay in that confusion state that you were before and lose time. Your goals are not what's going to drive you. Your reasons will. So step 6 is about why are you committed to this, and all the positives and negatives that you link to your why. Meaning your why can entail, like for me, my why has both very highly. Like even if I'm talking about, all the things that we talk about on this podcast, like why I am now committed to be in my self-actualization journey, and nothing will stop that. Like as long as I breathe, I am on this path now. I'm never going back. Never, never, never. So why am I on this path? Why am I not negotiating with the universe? I can only be on this path if this or that happens. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, what happens, the situations don't matter. I know that I'll be on my path no matter what. And I know everything is happening for me. So my whys, the links to my whys are both negative ones and the positive ones, meaning negative ones that I have endured, that I have accommodated, that I have enabled, that I have put myself into situations into, and what happened in the past, and also what would have happened if I continued enabling and accommodating them. So that is my negatives in my why. Like, it's very powerful. Like, my negatives are sometimes more powerful in moments when I feel like I fall down, or there is a big challenge. There is something that could have been in the past, something that, would have been an obstacle that would change my destiny, or an obstacle that I would let be a part of my destiny, that I would change my actions after. Like, I'm sure you know what I mean. I'm not talking in great sentences maybe, but my why in the moments when I feel defeated, when there's a big challenge, when there is something that's really like an obstacle, it looks like an obstacle at first. When I have an obstacle that seems like, maybe I should just give up. Maybe it's not supposed to happen. Maybe I'm not supposed to have this thing in my life. Maybe I'm not supposed to walk in this path. Maybe I'm not supposed to have that thing. Maybe I've said it again. Instead of this, when I remember what happened in my past and what I enabled and accommodated and how I played small and where that life would have taken me, like where I would be today instead of here, it was all my willpower that got me to where I am today, even in the last 2 years that I decided to completely change my life. Even in the last 2 years, I have completely changed my life. My standards have risen so much. But it was all my willpower. It was not the circumstances. Maybe the circumstances were the heaviest, were the most challenging for me in many, many areas of my life. Even maybe more difficult than I had before. Seemed as if. But my willpower makes me, like that deep down why, just seeing how me enabling, accommodating any narcissism, anything that makes me play small or hide or not play full out or not be my authentic self or not give myself permission to be everything that I am. And to show myself the compassion for all my emotions, because they were all natural. They were all a natural result of what was happening. What was happening was a problem, not my emotions. Like, I'm just giving you examples. But it was not the situation that I was in that made it easier. It made it easier because it was very difficult. But you know, other things too. I made the decision. I made the decision to change everything. But what kept me going, even in the most difficult situations, which I don't remember as difficult now or challenging now. Like, I remember it as challenge, but it's sweet. Like, now when I remember it, it's always sweet because I was on my path. I was not giving up on myself. I was not abandoning myself. In those moments, what kept me going was not just the positive links to my why, like what kind of life I want to create, what kind of life I deserve, what kind of life I envisioned all my life, like what kind of life I know I was made for, like the fabric of my soul, like what I am here in this earth, in this lifetime, on this earth plane, in this world, is I know the kind of things that I could have and I can now create. I know this. I know my positive links. And this is very powerful. But just me as an example, and it might be different for you. It might, this might be your stronger link to your why that keeps you going when you're challenged. But I believe the first moment that I fall down or have an obstacle or something unexpected, something that would have made me give up in the past and maneuver in a way that doesn't empower me, but would have disempowered me. So I would have taken actions that would... This is actually helping me as I'm talking about this to you, by the way, because it's like I'm channeling, I'm just talking from my heart. The things that I would do, because yeah, we have to maneuver. We have to try like different things. We get to try different things, different options, different choices, like what we can do. We have to be flexible to find solutions to things to keep going. But in the past, what would have made me make maneuvers in a way that would have like disempowered me, made me play smaller, maybe lower my standards or discharge my goals, like not let go, like not like surrender my goals, but more like give up on my goals and pretending that, like, you know, we always have the logical reasons why we can give up in the story, because we all have stories that we're going through and we make up stories in our heads based on like what's happening, what's in front of us. But when our why, like to finish this off, I just want to say, like, in the moments when I'm challenged now, my negative links to my why, meaning like it's not a negative thing, but what I want to say is like where I don't want to go, like where I went to for a very long time, how I wasted a lot of like my resource, my time, my life energy, the potentialities that could have happened. And in the sake of what? Like to accommodate any kind of narcissism or whatever, like that's not aligned, that has nothing to do with love. I was not serving love by accommodating that. That negative link is the thing that makes me get up and make me want to come back to my high state and move from that state. Because when we are in that high state, we can create the miraculous solutions. We can create opportunities from obstacles. But we get to be in our high state. And usually, like I said, that negative link to my why is the thing that makes me first get up, and then the positive link to my why makes me create solutions and focus on my vision and not let anything else outside of me, anything that is disempowering, affect what I'm doing or how I'm being. So this is super crucial. The path is not linear. Self-actualization path is not linear, and I'm grateful for this. This is why life is so juicy, and we get to live a life that's always happening for us, but we don't really see why it's happening at the moment, maybe, but then we figure it out for sure. And a great way to figure it out is staying on the path, remembering our why, like the deepest why, every single day. So it makes you not just keep going, but keep going in a way like embodying all that you truly are in your highest state, embodying all that you have, all your resources, all your capabilities, all your abilities to create amazing solutions and create great connections with other people to get more support on, because we do everything with people at the end of it. Like even if we're selling, we're buying, we are collaborating, we are getting support, we're getting someone's opinion, or we hire someone, or we work for someone, we work with someone. Whatever it is, we are working with people. And for us to embody all that we are, we have to remember our deepest why. So no matter what's happening in the day, if it's something small, something bigger, something that maybe a challenge you were familiar with, but you have to be different this time. You have to act from a different place so that you can think of the best solution for it and see like actually what it's telling you, and read the message in a different way this time. Maybe read the message correctly this time. Is always like, this requires you to be in your high state, and that means you need to remember your deepest why. That keeps you going. Our goals don't drive us. Our reasons drive us. Your reasons drive you, not your goals. Every single day, remember your deepest why. When you're challenged, remember your deepest why. The negative links or the positive links to your why, but always remember this. This will help you see why something is happening, and also this will make you be in that high state so you can create the solutions and you can do the maneuvers in a way that is empowering you, so that you create opportunities from obstacles. You create miracles from something that didn't even exist maybe for someone else. Maybe if you ask someone else's opinion in that story, they would not believe you. but you create that. You create that reality yourself, and then it becomes your story. It becomes a story that you tell other people. So I will leave you with this. Please remember, just now, remember your deepest why. What happened in the past, what you have accommodated, what would happen if you still keep going in 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, and if you look in the mirror and see yourself, if you accommodate the same stuff, where would you go? And if you made that line in the sand, and if you're in the process of changing your life, I congratulate you. I love you so much. I see you. I see you. Remember your why. Your reasons drive you, not your goals. Your goals might change. Your goals, it's a fun thing. Your goals are nice. It's fun. But the thing that will support you the most is your why, because it's so unique to yourself and it has so much charge to it with your emotions. And it becomes your story. I love you so much. I'll see you next week with step 7. My gorgeous listener, if you had any takeaways from this episode or from this podcast in general, I would love to know. Please share this episode with a few loved ones right now. You never know how they can benefit from something so small. And please take a screenshot of this episode and share on IG, tagging me at Khevella. That is Khewella. Khevella. That is my goddess wear brand, my Instagram page. I would love to know what your takeaway was, or something you found inspirational, or a confirmation you believe in as well. That would make my day. And you can always DM me if you have a topic or a certain question in mind that you want me to talk about. And give me a 5-star rating if you feel like it. That would help this podcast immensely to get the word out. I love you. See you on the next one. I want to see you shine your brightest.